All right, everybody, welcome back. Another episode here of just laser dry firing. I have my TH9 compact with, I do have empty rounds or empty magazines. This is my original. I got it back from Taurus. And so, and I bought a second one, and I have extra empty mags, so I'm going to use them so I get the feel of it. Of course, there's the empty the laser cartridge, so it is empty in here. Empty mags. I'm just putting it in here just to get a good feel. Anyways, there we go. So that's what I'm using, the Taurus TH9C compact, the hammer, and that way I could just pull the trigger without racking it. Love the gun just for the laser training, the Dryfire laser training here. So right now I have I've been kind of practicing to see how the laser is doing. The laser works again. So I ordered 2 more lasers, but this one worked again. I used it for dry snap caps. I was doing reload practices and releasing the slide. And then one day I just said, you know what, let me try one more time and see if the laser works. So I put the fresh new batteries in, and lo and behold, the laser works again. So I don't have to contact G-Site, but I still have 2 more lasers coming. I think it's worth it. I do have other guns that I'm probably going to dedicate to laser training. I also have an AR-9 from Lone Wolf. It's an AR-15 style pistol with 9mm carbine. So I'll probably train with that as well. A lot of the guns I have basically are 9mm. The type of caliber I use is a 22, a 9, and your 223, 5.56 rounds for your AR-15s, and then the 357 Magnum or 38 Special. I have a revolver. So, anyways, let's go and dry fire. Let's take it up to the target here, so you have an idea what it looks like here. So here's the gun, and there's the squares. So you have an idea of what the squares look like in relation to the gun. So that's the size of the target. And all right, so here we go. Okay, so let's have some fun, shall we? Of course, if you've seen my previous episodes, you know what this is all about. This is where I just have some fun shooting with my laser cartridge with my real gun, not a toy gun, not a CERT or a toy plastic gun with a laser in it, or some weird, barrel that takes CO2 or something weird. I don't get recoil. I realize that, but it's helped me a lot. I have made some mods on this. One of the mods I've done, and you may or may not be able to see it here, is I put some white nail polish. On the top of the sights, because what I've noticed from shooting is, at least for me, my gun and my eyes, if you line up the top of the front sight and the top of the rear sight, that's kind of gives you the best accuracy, not the white dots. I wouldn't say the white dots. I would say the top of the sight, front sight, and top of the rear sight. And I've been shooting inside, and I've noticed that I get a nice black silhouette when I see the front and back sights. And I was shooting at a different angle, and I had the sun come in, and it hit the rear of my gun, and I couldn't line up the top, the front and top sights. So but I could see the white dots. So when I aimed, using the white dots, I noticed I aimed way higher. And then when I tried to find the top, I couldn't find the top, and I was shooting way low or way high. So I put some nail polish on the rear and front sights, just at the top, just small little bits. It doesn't obscure the white dots. And what I'm doing is I'm aligning the top. So when I get like a backlight and it hits the back of the light hits the back of the gun, I could actually see the white lines a lot better, and I think I shoot a lot better now. I can't wait to actually take this out to the range. I have over, I don't know, 14,000 laser hits on this. It's amazing. I'm still using the original G sight. I just changed the batteries. That's all I did. So let's get going on this. I gotta shoot the wall socket. That's my reference point right there. And I'm having a lot of fun. So no particular, no particular rush. I'm just gotta do it under 60 seconds though. That's the only thing. Now, right now I'm seeing the silhouette of the sights, so I'm not seeing any of the white lines here. So, and that's kind of what I've been seeing inside the house when I'm dry fire training. But I was standing behind my balcony door, or in front of my balcony door, facing the other way, and I had some sunlight come in, and that's when I noticed
54.6 seconds.
That's when I noticed I couldn't pick up the top of the sights back with the light behind me hitting it. And I tried to shoot it, and I noticed it was either too high, or because I lined up the white dots and I was aiming high. And then I tried to line up the top, which I couldn't even see. So I was kind of guessing, and I was aiming low. So that's why I put the nail polish on the tops of the sights here. And I did test it out. Went out to the balcony. I opened the door, went out to the balcony, shot on the on that laundry door, and I shoot a lot better now. Anyways, there you go. My first 28 shots. Wouldn't expect anything less. Let's go ahead and let's do the 10s now. And again, no hurry. This is all fun. This is about training, lining up your sights, getting a great sight picture, trigger control, moving around, I guess. And I'm doing in double action here. There we go. That looks good, nice and straight. Yeah. So I'm using gloves. The reason I'm using gloves is I've been shooting so much, and I've been doing a lot of reload drills. I got another holster that I'm using, so
0.0 seconds.
So I can do reloads. I can practice my reloads like that. This one back in. Now I can use this and putting in my other magazine away. It's another Uncle Mike's holster. I like Uncle Mike's. They're cheap, and they're not rigid like the Kydex or other plastic material. And again, I have been sleeping with my gun belt with the guns and everything to see how it feels. And I have to tell you, they kind of conform, and they're not rigid. So I'm going to shoot with the extender on, with the sleeve. with 17 round magazine. Now I've gotten used to gripping a certain way, and I think I can, despite the fact that this thing moves and it moves within the magazine well, if I grip it a certain, with two hands, of course. One-handed, you're still shaky, but two-handed, the way I'm gripping, I think you could probably still, get a very accurate shot compared to my previous grip, which was down here, kind of like this. I'm gripping more of the bottom receiver here, and that's how I'm doing things here. So let's see how it goes with this. And the grip, the handle part feels a lot better. I feel like I have a lot more room. So let's try it. What was I? The 15s, I think. Here. Getting a good sight picture, trigger control. There we go. So there it is, nicely done. Let me move this just a little bit. Darn thing has moved on me. I like the gimbal, but sometimes it just moves in a weird way. Okay. So now with the sleeve on it, you have more capacity. I feel like this feels like a full-size TH9.
0.0 seconds.
This feels like a full-size TH9. I don't own a TH9. I own just a THC, but I would imagine this is what it would feel like. The interesting thing about the magazines, though, is sometimes this kind of pops out while you're doing magazine changes. Anyways, that's for a different video. All right, so that's a good feel. Okay, since I moved that thing, it changed on me. Now for the 20s, I'm going to draw. I have it set up as an appendix, so I'm going to draw from the appendix and shoot with the extended magazine. And I'm sitting down doing this. So, not very fast, right? There's no timer on it. I'm just kind of trying to do it before 60 seconds. It is a little different from drawing from an appendix compared to your side. Oh, it didn't register. There we go. So I did the 20s. Not too bad. Not too bad. So again, oh yeah, the reason I'm wearing the gloves is I'm dry firing so much, and I was doing dry fire and racking and everything, that I was getting blisters on my hand. So this glove here is the thinnest glove I have, so it's just close to dexterity as I can get.
0.0 seconds.
All right, so in this one, I'm gonna probably do the same thing. Just draw from the appendix, which is in front of me, strong side, appendix, strong side, which is my right hand, like this, come out. It is a little bit, well, because I got the camera in front of me, it's kind of hard, but simply just draw from the appendix, pull out, draw from the appendix, and hit the 25. So let's go ahead and do that. And of course, hopefully you're all enjoying the lovely picture that I have set up here. Didn't register. Oh, my first shot was way better. There we go. All right, let's just shoot it.
.6 seconds.
Okay. Well, that was fun. I almost shot out the 25 square. Shot a little high. That's all right. So, dry firing. I've learned a lot about this gun that Taurus makes, TH9. I've gone through the customer service. This is the original gun that I broke the trigger spring in. I'm learning a lot with the G-sight. The G-sight is still working. I know I made a video about how it stopped working, and for some reason, it just works now. I don't know what it is. I used it as a snap cap, and I racked it, racked it using the slide stop. I was practicing with. I figured since it broke, why not use it as a snap cap, so I could dry fire without damaging the pin. And I was using it on the Glock. I was using it on the TH9, and then I just decided, well, let's just put the new batteries in. You know, I got really bored because without the laser showing you the feedback, dry firing really is boring. Without the G-sight laser or laser cartridge in there, dry firing is boring. And on top of that, if I had to rack, I have a Glock, I've been practicing on the Glock. If I had to rack it, you know, rack it every time, reset the trigger, and then shoot, reset the trigger, that's also a pain in the butt. That's another reason why I was wearing gloves. I was dry firing with the Glock, and man, it's just racking, shooting. I was getting blisters. And also my trigger finger is also getting blister from pulling, even on this trigger. It was worse for the Glock. The Glock has ridges on it, so, you know, and plus that little trigger safety mechanism, and you put your finger on it, I was getting blisters from that. So, you know, that's why I'm wearing the gloves. So just regular gloves, nothing special. Anyways, by now you should you should be seeing a lovely picture. Hopefully that has been getting your attention throughout the whole video. Anyways, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Let's put this back in appendix. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Also subscribe if you like this. I enjoy this very much. I like making the videos on this, and I think this is a wonderful, wonderful, fun way to do laser dry firing, doing training within your house, and having fun. And I have to admit, I think I've gotten a lot better, at least on the dry fire. I still have to go out to the range, which I will, and I'll redo a whole comparison with the TH9 again. I will reshoot the TH9 now that I've gotten extensive laser dry firing with this and really understand the way this gun really works. You really have to shoot, you really have to pull this trigger like 10,000 times to really get a familiarity with your firearm. I mean, you really do. Anyways, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.